Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of Magic the Gathering Arena. This is Mick from Session Zero Gaming, and today I wanted to feature a deck that I've wanted to try out for the longest time, ever since Throne of Eldraine came out, and ever since I found out that Throne of Eldraine was going to feature artifacts and enchantments as a core theme of the expansion. Um, I was pretty much excited by that because, when I started playing Magic, um, I started in Mirrodin block, so that's the start of the modern format, right? I started in Mirrodin block, and so the metagame that I knew back then was the one filled with Ravager Affinity and artifacts, and it was all about artifacts, and so that's why artifacts are quite special to me. And I was excited to know that Throne of Eldraine was gonna give a lot of attention to artifacts, but given the how the metagame has developed recently, um, it does seem like um, probably the adventure mechanic factors much more in the standard metagame rather than artifacts. There are several artifacts of note, but so far I haven't really seen a deck, an artifact center deck, or artifact or enchantment center deck, or maybe artifact center deck um, that's really been popular. Enchantment. If you talk about enchantments, then you have Fires of Invention. That's an enchantment based deck, right? You could argue that Golos isn't really an artifact centered deck or an artifact themed deck, even though Golos is an artifact creature. So, I wanted to make this is an attempt of my own to make an artifact centered deck. Back in M2020, when Steel Overseer came out, then you actually saw you would see a deck came up featuring this card and the old Karn from Dominaria, I believe. And so, it was pretty solid. This is a pretty solid creature, which gives +1/+1 counters on each artifact creature you control. So, but then it didn't really become. It wasn't like one of the top competitive decks. So, what I have here is a Sultai deck. I believe it's Sultai. To me, it's really just blue, black, green. This is a Sultai deck I call Tezzeret Affinity, featuring Tezzeret Master of the Bridge. Now, ever since I encountered this card in Ward of the Spark, it's always interested me because it's the only card that features the keyword Affinity. See, creature and planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Now, affinity is very strong because it reduces the cost of cards that have affinity by an amount equal to the artifacts that you control. But you don't really see people use Tezzeret Master of the Bridge. First of all, because it costs 6. It has a very slow start with it, and unless you ramp, then you're not going to be benefiting from its effect immediately. The +2 ability here says Tezzeret Master of the Bridge deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control and you gain X life. Very strong if you have a lot of artifacts on the board. But let's say you have even like just 3 or 4 artifacts, then you'll be dealing 4 damage to your opponent and gaining 4 life. And and given that this is a +2, that's pretty good. That's pretty good value. The -3 is return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. It would have been great if it was to the battlefield, but since it's to your hand, you can benefit from enter the battlefield effects from artifacts. And then lastly, the -8 ultimate ability is exile the top 10 cards of your library, and you put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. I personally haven't been able to use this ability with this deck. Although once you're able to use it and you have lots of artifacts, it would be very strong. But in this kind of deck, actually, you'll see that the artifacts I have here don't necessarily need that ultimate ability. I'm featuring Tezzeret Master of the Bridge here. This is my first experimental deck with it. I'll probably feature another or more Tezzeret decks in the future if I figure out some tech to complement this particular planeswalker. Now, even though Tezzeret Affinity is the name of the deck, it doesn't necessarily mean that I need Tezzeret to be present all the time. What the value that he does bring to the table though is the affinity for artifacts. Why? And let me show you. I have a card called Stone Coil Serpent. This is from Throne of Eldraine. You see this index featuring Dance of the Mans. Because it's a very cheap. Well, you can cast it however for however cost you want, and you get +1/+1 counters depending on what you set as X, and it has protection from multicolored and trample and reach. So very solid artifact card. It benefits from affinity because let's say you have 6 artifacts on the board. The cost to play this card is reduced by 6. Now, how does it work here? Since X is by default 0, but when you do play it, you set the value for X. So let's say when I play it, I set the value to 10, and then I have to spend 10 mana. But because of Tezzeret and Affinity for artifacts, if I have 6 artifacts on the board, that cost is reduced by 6. So I'll be able to play a 10/10 creature just for 4. So that's how it's gonna work. And Tezzeret gives affinity not just for artifacts but also planeswalkers. So actually, the deck you're going to notice is actually a Sultai Planeswalkers or Sultai Superfriends deck that benefits from having Tezzeret on the board. And I do have 8 Planeswalkers in this deck. I had 12. It could range from 8 to 12 depending on how many Planeswalkers you want to use. What goes side by side with this, with Tezzeret, Ugin the Ineffable, he says he has his passive ability is colorless spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Again, given the colorless artifacts, he reduces the cost of these cards even further. So you can even it's not uncommon to reach to be able to cast Steel Overseers and Shambling Suits and Guild Globes for free here. Also, Ugin the Ineffable is a removal card. It can destroy a permanent that's 1 or more colors. And note that's permanent, not just creatures. Therefore, he can destroy other planeswalkers. Okay, and his +1 ability is you can exile the top of your library face down to put a 2/2 colorless spirit creature token. And then when it leaves the battlefield, you put the exiled card into your hand. So that's card advantage right there. Let me just change the... Oops. Okay. Anyway. So there. Those are 2 core cards in the deck. Other than the artifact engine. The other planeswalkers here are Liliana, Dreadhorde General. I have her here just because... just as a finisher, because she's a very powerful card. I can even probably put 4 over here if I really wanted, but I'm putting 2 of Liliana for now, and 2 of Ugin. Yeah, so Liliana again creates black 2/2 black zombie creature. Whenever the second ability forces each player to sacrifice 2 creatures, that's fine with this deck because it has ways to bring creatures back. Specifically artifact creatures, and for example, Tezzeret can bring back creatures. Tamayo can bring back any card from your graveyard. Emery can let you play cards from your artifact cards from your graveyard. So there is a mild recursion theme here, and the ultimate ability, of course, forces each opponent to choose a permanent they control and sacrifice the rest. So she just wins games, is Liliana. And then the Planeswalker that has 4 copies here is Tamayo, Collector of Tales. Her passive is spells and abilities your opponent's control can cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. Great against the Cauldron Familiar decks and Claim the Firstborn decks, which I do feature in a different video. More importantly, her +1 ability searches for a particular card that you name and puts cards into your library. Now it's fine to lose cards into the library because there are ways of putting them, of retrieving them. The deck does have ways to do that. So this is just overall a good search card, a search planeswalker. Okay, so in addition to these planeswalkers, which do lock the game down, they're high value. I have Emery Lurker the lock here, because well, again, the cost is reduced for each artifact I control, and when it enters the battlefield, I get to put 4 cards of my library into my graveyard, but I can cast an artifact card in my graveyard if I tap Emery. So there is that. It says you may cast that card this turn. There you go. So I personally haven't played this. You do find it in Dance of the Man's decks, but haven't been able to play this. So I'm here. I'm putting 2 here just to be able to test this out. As a way to ramp into these big planeswalkers, I put Paradise Druid and Growth Spiral, 2 copies of Growth Spiral, as a way to fix mana. It is a 3-color deck, and 3-color decks are hard to use in Eldraine. I have Guild Globes for mana fixing, also an artifact, and also draws a card. So pretty good card overall. The beatdown solution is your Steel Overseer package with Stonecoil Serpent and Shambling Suit. With the way I've been playing this deck, Shambling Suit is a pretty good. It performs well enough for this deck because its power adjusts equal to the number of artifacts and enchantments that I control. So it's pretty common that I get this guy up to about 4-3 or at least 3-3 by the time it comes down. So there you go. That's the deck, and this is work in progress. And definitely there are other solutions and other combinations to put here. And I actually would be interested in hearing suggestions for people who do watch the channel and see this video. I'll be very open to your ideas, definitely. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and try it out. Try playing a couple games. Now, I actually started off with this being a 4-color deck. Oh, I forgot to mention, I do have Ritual of Soot just as an overall general mass removal spell. As I was saying, I started off with 4 colors. I had white because they're white artifacts because of Glass Casket, and then Conclave Tribunal. I do have a version of that. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, I do have a version of that which also did pretty well. But I'm deciding to feature this combination for now. Did pretty well. You have Glass Casket, you have Time Wipe, you have Conclave Tribunals, also very solid. But you do need black at least for Tezzeret. Okay, so let's play this. Pay 2 life. I think in this case, I'm gonna go... Should I go Growth Spiral or Paradise Druid? I think I'll go... Since that's red, nah, I have Hexproof, so I'll go... Yeah, let's go Paradise Druid in this case. I think we'll be fine. Could be playing Cavalcade, or it could be Knights, Red-White Knights, or it could be Feather. I'd love to see more Feather decks again. Bone Crusher Giant. Adventure. Okay, let's put down... If I put this down, this will die immediately to shock. So I'm gonna go and play Watery Grave, I think. And then I'm just gonna go play Stonecoil Serpent for let's go 3 for 3. Then attack for 2. Oh wait, no. Not attack for 2. I shouldn't have attacked for 2. Now we can kill the Paradise Druid. That was kinda dumb. No, don't kill it. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. No! Oh, okay. Why did you do that? Okay, I guess okay. So let's go for the Tameo here. Start searching for what should we start searching for? Tezzeret?
Story battle worth.
Yeah, let's start searching for Tezzeret.
Let me
Master of the Bridge. Nothing. Tap for 3. Wait, we lose, that's fine. We can bring back the Stonecoil Serpent, but next turn, if he doesn't kill me Paradise Druid, I will put down Steel Overseer at least and probably play Growth Spiral. Or I could put down Shambling Suit. But then there's not much shit. See what he's gonna do. Oh, he's just burning me directly. I might actually just die this way. That would be awfully sad. That would be awfully sad. If I just die from direct burn, one direct burn spell at a time. Okay, let's go and play Growth Spiral first. Put this down. Enter tapped. Steel Overseer. I think he's getting mana screwed, but he is getting lands. But it's probably not the lands he wants. I think I'm gonna put back Ritualist. I think he's gonna... No. He just has all of the Skewer the Critics, is what he does. Is what he has. So I have 5 lands here. Let's go and... Is there anything I need from here? No, I think I'll just go and oh, you know, impatient player. Okay. That, my friends, is how you not win games in Magic the Gathering, if you are very impatient. Okay, so yeah, we'll just play another game. That was a nothing game as far as I'm concerned. He could have won. I was at 8 life, but I think that guy was too impatient. And yeah, you can't win games that way. Anyway, let's see. But as far as how the deck works, you can already see from that how it works. Pretty straightforward, really. You can afford to be losing cards in this deck because your success doesn't really change on any individual card here. So I'm gonna keep this because it has Growth Spiral and Fabled Passage. I'm gonna open with Fabled Passage here. Probably go for a swamp. Another mono red. Let's go with a swamp. Oh no, actually I don't have to. I can go with a green card. Forest. Maybe I should have went for an island. Okay, we're gonna Growth Spiral into Overgrown 2. Oh no, I should have... Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You gotta do this though. And this. And put this down. And let it enter tap. Maybe I should have put down a forest. That's fine. They put a 1/1 Stonecoil. Nah, that's fine. You have some time to kill. Next turn I'll be able to play Ritualist Set. So we'll be able to delay things a little. Spear Spearer is gonna hit me for 2. 3 cards left. I think I can take a little more damage. Should I go Ritualist Set now? I think I should. Alright, there. Yeah, Skewer the Critics. He doesn't have a lot of cards now. We're gonna Ritualist Set here. Try to stabilize a little bit. No, I will not play Stonecoil Serpent for 0. That doesn't do anything. Light up the stage. Okay, mountain. Then it's gonna go. Yep. Okay, we're stabilizing a little bit here. I'm gonna set up for my next couple plays here. I'm gonna go Guild Globe. Draw a card. Next turn we go Emery, I think. Or maybe Tamiyo. Start searching for cards. Yeah, Tamiyo and then probably Steel Overseer. Let's see. Neheb. That is a problem, really. I might actually just go for Stonecoil Serpent 6. That's right. Let's go Stonecoil Serpent for 6 and then play Emery. Auto pay? Play Emery. So we have a blocker. I lost the other one, but I can retrieve it with Tamiyo. I can play the another Stone Coil though. That's great. A dwarf! Haha, from a mine! Nice. Oh no, Torbran. Oh no, Torbran! I'm gonna have to exchange. Oh, he didn't attack. Okay, that's good. We go enter the step. Should I go Tamiyo? Or should I go Serpent? I think I will play Serpent instead. Serpent 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 7, for 5. Let's go Serpent for 5. For 5, then play a Steel Overseer. Here we go. No attacks. I'm willing to exchange for the Neheb. Because I have ways to gain more cards. Just gonna have to wait. Spear is pure with Torban, imagine that. I mean, he plays like a Skewer the Critics, it'll deal 5 damage to me. I gotta somehow get rid of Torban. I can't get rid of him using Ritual of Sut though, and also Neheb. So that's the problem with Ritual of Sut. If I was playing white, I could just go Time Wipe, save something. Nah, I'm dead. I mean, he just has the 2 cards he needs, so there's nothing we can do. I mean, he has 2 cards left, and it's the exact amount of cards that he needs. So there's nothing to be done. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we're gonna go for another game. Red. I should consider playing Torbran. I do like Big Red. Like, I like the older archetypes that, you know, I don't really see anymore. Big Red, Blue-White Control. Yeah. You still see Golgari. People call it Golgari now, but to me it's always been the Rock. You know, I started in those era of Death Cloud. And, you know, before there was a Golgari. Okay. We'll keep this. Hopefully have a good game as well. Let's go Watery Grave here. I'll go Paradise Druid next turn. Please let it not be red. You know, let me fight something other than red. Come on. Nope, it's red. Oh, I wonder if it's a Gates deck. Let's go Paradise Druid. Maybe I should have gone for Steel Overseer. I could have actually. I could have gone for Steel Overseer instead and play Paradise. But at least in this case, Tezzeret's in her hand and Liliana's in her hand. And our enemy's on the slow side of things, so we can afford to we can afford to wait a little bit. I am gonna go and play Steel Overseer first, then attack for 2. Growth Spiral. Alright. Next turn is probably gonna play Circuitous Route. Let's go. Hey, Ugin is here. Let's go Shambling Suit. Attack for 2. and then chill. We are going to use this ability at the end of his turn, so at least have a blocker in case he puts something with haste somehow. Fires of Invention, Circuitous Route, Guild Summit. Alright. I feel like he's gonna go Gates Ablaze next turn. Probably will be. Which is gonna be bad for me. There's 4 gates here. It's gonna kill all of what I have here. I need a land here so I can cast the Planeswalker at least. That's not a land. If he Gates Ablazes, it will definitely kill everything. So it will most definitely kill everything. So I'm just gonna chill here. On the off chance he doesn't Gates Ablaze, I'll keep this untapped. Or I should have used the ability, that's fine. Are you gonna Gates Ablaze? That is gonna set me back by a lot though. I guess he can still Gates Ablaze. Let's see. I'm gonna be in a bad position here. Alright, 2 Gatebreaker Rams. Alright. Still bad for us. Still very bad for us. That is really not what we want. At the very least I can block. So there is that. I'm gonna chill here. I can double block 1. Take 7 damage. 8 damage now. Circuitous Route. I hope it doesn't Gates Ablaze. That'll be just so bad. Because I'm not getting land anymore. I'm getting mana screwed. If I don't lose my Paradise Druids this turn, I can play Liliana though. And then even if he uses Gates Ablaze, I'll still be able to draw 5 cards. That's my insurance. Dude. Gate Colossus. Okay. Is there even a point? I guess not. Eight. Let's take 11 damage. $14. He doesn't even have to use Gates Ablaze. It's just gonna be... Okay, that's a problem. Should I go Ugin or should I go Titan? This doesn't have Trample, so I can actually go for Ugin.
Curiosity and wonder.
I can get rid of the goat.
Not
Buy ourselves time.
in ghost fire.
That's it. Throw the Shambling Suit at the Gate Colossus. Babe, play Liliana. But then I'm still at a massive disadvantage here. It's probably just gonna go in Gates Ablaze or something. See, even if Field of the Dead is gone, you can still make a very good guild summit. A very good Gates deck with a Golos. If you're able to put, strong bombs in it. It's still very good. You gotta somehow get rid of an Arboreal Grazer here. It's gonna trump. There isn't much I can do here because I'm not getting any land, so like even this is not. I can make trump blockers though, well, which is good.
Secrets manifest before you.
I only have one art. No, I don't even have any artifacts. Okay, there. That's a problem.
If I were you, I'd just surrender right now.
We're gonna have to trump.
Effective.
We're gonna have to trump. Trump for days. Pass a turn. Trump against 2 Colossi. I'm waiting for the inevitable Gates Ablaze here. Which actually at this point is gonna kill his Colossus, so he's probably can't play it. He probably can't play it either. Oh no, wait, I can't block it with these. Ah, right. Alright, anyway. That's the game. It's my fault for not realizing that. Okay. I'm gonna call it there. Yeah, two losses, not great. But you have seen how it works. Maybe with a little bit more tweaking, I'll be able to make something that you know, I'll be able to make it go faster. I guess that's the goal here. I'll be able to make the deck go faster. But right now, we haven't been able to feature Tezzeret. Hopefully, in a future game with a future version of this deck, I'll be able to display it. I am contesting whether maybe I should play another game just to be able to show you the version that has white in it. Let's try it out. I believe that deck doesn't have Tamayo in it, but let's try to play it, see if you get better results. This one has more removal and better removal than just Ritual of Soot. Ritual of Soot. Let's see if you get better results. Or worse results, let's see. Okay, Fabled Passage, already not great. Although you do have all that glitters in here. Yeah. Very strong card. Good for possibly an aggro artifact deck or a mid-range artifact based deck. I'll keep that. Play Fabled Passage, search for a forest. And play Paradise Druid. So we go like this. Burn that. Goes for blue, I go for green. That's the turn. Elementals. Okay. Next turn we go Godless Shrine and maybe Stone Coil. Godless Shrine, Stone Coil for 1, all that glitters for 2. Maybe. Prison Reef. Yeah, let's go Godless Shrine. Should I maybe just remove this instead? Probably a good idea at this point, actually. I'll do that instead, so it doesn't trigger anymore. Probably has another one in this hand anyway. We'll see. Oh, red, yeah. This is Teamer Elementals. Neoform. So you're gonna look for another one. Love that card, Neoform. It's gonna put another elemental. Okay, Watery Grave. I have 4 mana. What can I do? I'll take 2 more damage. I think I can afford to. I can go Steel Overseer. I'll go Stone Coil Serpent for 1. Auto pay. And I'm gonna go all that glitters attaching on Stone Coil Serpent. 4+4. Conclave Tribunal does count here. I can start attacking. It doesn't have enough elementals on the board yet, so I have a bit of time to beat face with it. I should also point out we're online for time wipe, so in case I need to destroy my enemies, then I destroy creatures rather, I can time wipe. Massive card advantage here. Anything else? I wonder if he's also running Finale of Devastation. That'd be fun to see. Alright, Gilded Goose. Okay. Not an elemental, but Mana Fixer. Pretty good. Seal Overseer. Let's go Guild Globe for now, just to see what we get. Ugin. Cannot play that yet. Although this is great that we're seeing this now. I'm gonna go Seal Overseer. Tap this. Attack for 8. It's fine even if he kills it. He probably can he kill it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can if he blocks with everything. But yeah. Not a good idea for him generally. I'm gonna get Ugin down on the board. Can I get Ugin down on the board? No, I can't. I only have 5 mana. I need one more. I need to draw into a land. I'm having too much trouble getting Mana Screwed. Although, as you can see, this deck runs a little faster. It gets a little faster to be able to put a big creature on the board because of all that glitters. Okay, Sunderkin Awakener. Okay. He's attacking with everything. Can he kill me? We're going to kill the Risen Reef. Oh, he's gonna put something. Ah, he has a Return of Wild Speaker. I see. Right. I see. Yeah. I saw that coming. I think I'm dead here. Like, I'm just dead. Like, I don't even have time. Yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna call it there. Because I don't think I can do any better today. It's a little bit of a tilt day for Magic for me. But yeah, I'll call it there. Hopefully I'll get better results once I get to update this deck. But yeah. Not too great, but if the concept appeals to you, then do try it out, and maybe you can come up with your own version of the deck. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Again, this has been Tezzeret Affinity, is what I'm calling it, or yeah, Sultai Superfriends. Hopefully, do better next time. Do leave a like if you did enjoy if you did like what you saw and what you watched, and subscribe if you want to see more, and check out my other videos as well. I'm just using this channel to be able to experiment a lot with Magic, because I have lots of fun experimenting with all sorts of different builds, not necessarily the highly competitive ones. Yeah, but just whatever effects I could combine and whatever decks I could build. Yeah, so leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a dislike if you didn't really like what you saw, and maybe comment what you think of the deck and what you think I could improve on, or how you would approach a Tezzeret Master of the Bridge deck. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.